Hey everyone, I'm putting this one in here really quick because I actually used it in the normal video. This is a JDM lawnmower by Stealthy Green. For some reason it didn't subscribe to it when I was doing normal videos, so like I said, here it is. This was part of the No Weld challenge, and so far looks like it hasn't been welded. Yeah, this looks pretty good. It doesn't really look like it's been welded or anything. On Discord you mentioned something about it auto welding, but I can't figure out where that would have. But either way, it is a John Deere tractor, it looks like. Little lawnmower. And it is a real drive, so like they are. Get on, turn it on. Go. How does one go? Okay, that's something. That one's supposed to be on too? Okay. So it looks like all of them are supposed to be on. Okay, if I go like this, it's already going. Now those don't seem to be doing anything. This is working kinda weird. As soon as that one turns on, it just kind of starts going towards the pond. I can't stop it. So yeah, this is interesting. It's really hard to drive, and I can't figure out where your glitch welding was, but not glitch welding, but auto welding. But either way, this is really. Now that I'm actually on it, it's not that hard to drive, but it doesn't seem to want to control properly. So yeah, that's that. Cute little tractor. I don't really know what else to say about it, but yeah. I guess on to the normal, but the rest of the video. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Community Builds. In this week, we had a little challenge that was no welding. So if I go like this, you can see I started a truck, but I didn't finish it. To be honest, I was feeling a little too lazy to do this challenge because when I first started Scrap Mechanic, this is how I built stuff without the weld tool. Just brought out the middle link, the axle, brought the front links in, got them stuck into place, and then the same with other things, just locked everything in place. And it's, oops, a huge pain in the butt, and like I said, I was a little too lazy and didn't really have time for it this week. So, first creation is Vanilla Buggy 3 by Smashy. I can't read things right now. And no glitch welding. I am curious though, is there any kind of welding on this? Because kinda looks like there is welding. Which means it, oops, I already spawned it. Which means it doesn't quite work with the challenge. Because if I go like this, you've got your lower arm, and then you've got an upper arm, but in order to attach that, it would have had to be welded. So, it kinda, no. I was gonna say it kinda counts because there's no glitch welding, but it's still welded, so it doesn't really count. Either way, it's still a really cool buggy though. It's pretty much like a basic, not a basic, but you know what I mean, like a sandrail. A sandrail, simple, a normal dune buggy. It looks really good. Four cylinder. Do a trailing arm, A-arm style rear suspension. A lot of bearings. And then the front, normal C-arm, bodywork, a duck of course. And yeah, let's see how this thing drives. Normal lights, top lights. Off we go. Sounds good, it handles really well. One thing I like about using the big wheels on smaller builds like this, excuse me, is they keep the weight down low. And it handles nice and well. It's actually really good. This would be really fun to drift, or not drift, race or explore with. I'm surprised it has no understeer whatsoever. Ah, that's why. It's actually built and handles properly. And it has caster. Interesting. Where did you put the bearings to add the caster? Because... Ooh, go away, bug. That is straight. All that is straight. Oh, it's that bearing there. Oops. Okay. Cool. I didn't even realize at first that had caster. That's awesome. So yeah, this thing handles amazing. As you can tell, that little bit of caster for when you're turning. This thing's only rear-wheel drive, and yet it's handling incredibly. So I'll look over the lack of, or say the excessive welding for this week, but in general, this is an awesome little buggy, especially for being vanilla. It's so much fun. But, and it looks like it's got a little face on the front. The eyes, and then the bearing poking through his little mouth. Big nose. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to move on to next creation. I really like this. This is cute. And it handles really good, like I said. This is actually really good. I know you had a little bit of difficulty building this. I remember watching in chat as you were trying to build it, especially with the engine. But it turned out really well. Next is No Weld Challenge by Arashi, with no description. So I'm assuming this was just a quick truck, kinda throw together in a sense, so they could submit something. So this looks a lot to me, it looks a lot like a Jeep. From the side, it looks like a Jeep. I'm not quite sure from the front. And then the back kind of looks like a Jeep too. So I'm gonna say this is like a Jeep. Start with the interior. Decent interior, nice and simple though. No glitch welding, so you can't really do a whole lot. Nice roll cage. I actually like how you did the hoop there, and then this hoop like this, and then just butted the bars up against each other. That actually looks really good. Especially compared to a real Jeep, because a real stock Jeep just has the windshield frame, and then a stick out from the rear hoop. It's so bad. But either way, let's get this lifted up, check out the suspension, because I'm really curious. Oh! Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good way to go about this. This has beam on the front, beam suspension. Excuse me. But basically all that is it attaches on one side of the vehicle and then crosses over to the other. Just to make it simple. And then probably just that as like a bump stop basically. That would adjust the height. So very simple in the front. And the same in the back. Alright, trailing arm, not trailing arm. I-beam front and back. Interesting. This should handle decently though. I find the beams in this actually handle really well. Ah! That's funny. This would have worked for the lowrider one. Alright, let's take it for a spin, just with it nice and low. One slight issue with this is it doesn't limit how low the wheels can drop out. Like so. That's the only issue with this kind of suspension. However, if you don't go too fast and don't jump too high, it's not too bad. And as I said, this actually handles pretty decently. I'm not really worrying about where it's going, I'm just kind of going. It is a little bit laggy, but I've also got a couple things on this world at the moment that are, you know, causing lag. But either way, let's lift this thing and try and take it for a little drive again. Oops, that's the lights. There we go. Lift it up. This looks really cool when it's lifted. If you were to redo this but use welding so you can put like, I don't know, a 3-link with panhard in the front and a 3 or 4 link in the back, this would be super cool. Sure. I think that's everything to check out on this. So I'm going to go back, check out the next one. Yeah, aside from that, it's actually quite fun to drive, but that's getting really annoying. So, on to next one, which is No Weld Tool Truck by Dusty Red 762. Apparently no description, so let's see how Dusty Red did this. Well, looks of it, you did weld. So, because in order for these springs to both be attached properly, they would have put the pipe, the bearing, pipes, then the spring, or spring up based on the orientation. Either way, unless they use the automatic welding feature, when you put a pipe in between bearings, like so, it'll automatically weld onto both of them. That is still welding, and I still consider it welding. So, this truck, nope, even this doesn't quite pass the no weld challenge. In the last video and in Discord I said no welding of any kind, and everyone's still welding, even though this is a quote-unquote no weld truck. It has welding. Little winch, radiator, nice looking V8, simple interior, nice little muffler on the back. But yeah, aside from the axles, Aside from the axles, I would say there isn't any welding. However, axles are welded, I think. I consider. So, let's take it for a little spin. Let's see how it handles, because that'll also really tell me how this was done. And yeah, it looks like it's glitch welded straight axles, or at least on the front. But it's still a cute little truck. This would be fun in survival, just a simple little pipe truck. It'd be so cheap for survival, but it would be fairly strong. It would be quick, and it would hold a lot more stuff than your typical vehicle because of said weight. And now I'm stuck. That's one thing that I'm really getting annoyed with in scrap, is getting stuck inside all of my creations all the time. But either way, and it's so laggy. I don't know why this is laggy. It's kind of interesting. Ooh. Where was that piston hiding? That piston was hiding in the lights, wasn't it? I'm gonna go back over here and check it out. I like this truck, but it doesn't match the challenge. Okay, yeah. The lights were probably just placed along there, and then that goes in there for the window. But either way, that is this truck. Not much to check out, but still a nice truck and a good attempt. I'm going to move on to the next one, which is Pre-Runner 1. I think that's Honcho Boots. Yannon. I can't pronounce it. Either way, I was watching them build this, unfortunately. They were just kind of in the background as I did my own thing, but I believe this is based off of my old white and purple Pre-Runner from long ago. And they rebuilt it with new parts, new techniques. And it's not meant for the no weld challenge, but as you can see, it's actually really nice. Those of you that have seen I think it's the trophy truck and hydraulics video, I can't remember, but some time ago made that video and I showed a white and purple Pre-Runner, and like I said, they rebuilt it. So we have very good looking beam front suspension. Everything looks like it was taken into account for. And this thing also handles really well. It's big engine, V8, transmission there, gearbox, whatever you want to say. Got your trailing arms. They also rebuilt it since the last time I saw it. I guess this version handles a bit better. Technically, I don't know if I'd consider that a 3-link or a 4-link. I'll call it a 4-link for now. Might as well. And then, yeah, just a simple, not simple, but your normal tube chassis, spare tires on the back, gas tank, radiators, and so on. Not much else to look at on the outside. Some nice bodywork going on. What light that is. It's a really good light bar. And then the interior, you got little shifters and stuff like that. Switches. Nothing's connected at the moment, but that's fine. And the seat. And let's go. Like I said, from what I can remember, the original version of this that I saw handled really well. So I'm quite curious at how this one handles. And it seems really good. It's not wandering too much. It doesn't have too much oversteer, it seems. Not too much under. One thing I don't like about vehicles in scrap is, well, one, when that happens, the bump stop, where'd it go? There it is. That bar got shoved through the axle, that's why it did that. But aside from collisions and then this obvious torque thing, where the back suspension just stays compressed constantly and the front's completely uncompressed, that it's so annoying and it makes things so hard to drive. Like, come on, you can do better. At least make it so we can use controllers and analog input. But either way, as you can see, this is a great Pre-Runner. I called it a trophy truck in my video, I think, but it's technically a Pre-Runner. And this one's really good. A lot better than mine. But yeah, I think there's one more creation to go. If you're looking for a Pre-Runner to take around a dirt track and whatnot, definitely check this out. It is super, super good. I don't know what to say about it, to be honest. It's just one of those vehicles I want to drive and not really talk about, if that makes sense. Just enjoy. But I have a cake. Move on to, like, Geef Cake. Geef Cake Cake. Cake by Geef Cake. What if Geef Cake made a Geef Cake Cake? Would it be called a Geef Cake or a Geef Cake Cake? Or a Geef made Geef Cake Cake, or a Geef Cake made Geef Cake? Who knows? But here it is. I'm hoping, like you said on Discord, that this is like your return. I miss seeing your creations and stuff. You always had some of the better, like, ideas, I'll say. I don't know what's in here. I have a feeling it's going to explode or something, so Okay. I am so confused at really what. Why? I love the glow bugs. I love glow bugs in this. They're adorable, but oh my. That's all I can think of saying to this one is just, oh my. Like, really. I'm going to set these out really quick. That one out. Move this one. Oh, that's fine now. The thumbnail. But either way, awesome creations this week, but no one did the challenge properly. So if I go back to my no weld truck really quick. Okay. Watch. If I undo this one pipe right here, I'm gonna do this one. Grab the body. And there we go. That's stuck together now from being on the lift, but there we go. No, it's not. There we go. The only thing attaching it to the truck, technically, was that. As you can see, I trapped in the links down there into the floor, and then the upper arms were trapped in here. Kind of messed up, but other way. That's what I meant. Literally no welding of any kind. But oh well. So if anyone still wants to try the no welding thing, feel free to try, but this week is gonna be semi-trucks or lorries, depending on where you're from. Semi, lorry, transport. I call them transport trucks. But either way, as usual, aside from the transport truck challenge this week, really, you can build anything you want, especially a Geefcake cake made by Geefcake. But, like I just said, you can make anything you want as long as it's appropriate. Nothing that's like, I'm gonna say adult worthy. But either way, once your creation is created and it's on the lift, saved, upload it to the workshop. On the workshop, make sure that at least people with the link can see it. And no mods at the moment because mods still aren't working for me properly. Copy your link. In the description of the video will be my Discord group. And in there on the vanilla community builds tab. That was an interesting. I keep hearing weird sounds, I don't know why. But on that tab, upload it, and then Friday or Saturday, I will check it out. But as usual, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.